All right, testing. I think we're live.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Yo, it's episode 3. We're live. It's the Laughing Our Way to Recovery podcast. Here to bring you another day of beating the living shit out of our eating disorders. In the ring today, it's Kendall and me, ShanNON. Kendall, how you doing today?
Great. I smell like fish. Still.
Again, we smell like fish. This is like part 2 of our fishing podcast.
And Shannon caught a fish, everybody.
I did. I caught a
big
sick fish. Like what kind of, what's it called? A peacock?
Peacock bass.
A peacock bass.
Big boy.
It was a badass bass.
Yes, it was.
No, seriously, it was like my first time I actually caught something. What an invigorating feeling.
Your husband would be so proud.
Oh my God, my husband's
now
probably
he
not
can
gonna
take you spearfishing.
He's gonna be so intimidated by me. Like, I'm the one putting the food on the table now. Like, I am providing.
Shit.
It's so stressful. My God. So yeah, like, what wrestling move would you use against your eating disorder? If like you were in the boxing ring or wrestling ring, you know, like UFC.
I don't fight.
You don't fight?
No.
There's
I
no,
don't
like,
believe in hitting.
You don't believe in
things.
violence? Did you
Yeah.
wake up and choose violence against your eating disorder though?
Yeah, I choose myself over my
There
eating
you go.
disorder.
There
I
you
wouldn't
go.
say I choose
No, but there's
violence.
like a lot of cool like wrestling moves out there. Like do like double leg takedown, headlock.
Okay, well, I guess if my eating disorder were to be on top of me, I could just take my feet, wrap my feet around its neck, and then pull them down.
Yo, I think
If
that's
that
called a high
works.
crotch.
I don't know what it is.
It's a
I did
cool
it to
band
my
name.
mom once.
What?
I did it to my mom once.
Dude, what? Dude, oh my God. I am so very sorry.
Well, I had to defend myself one way or another.
Damn, you're a tough motherfucker. I'm sorry that happened. That's not okay. It's not okay at all. But, you know, on a more serious note, High Crotch is a really cool band name. Would you take a self-defense class?
No, because my aunt doesn't believe in guns.
No, self-defense. Like, you know, like
I
fighting.
have a taser in my car. That's pretty self-defense enough.
Okay, have you ever used a taser on anyone?
I used it on a tree.
Oh
So
my God, what
I
did the
can't tell you if it works. I've never had to tase a
Oh
human.
my God, you like, did it like stop emitting carbon dioxide? Like,
It went
what happened with
bzzzt,
the tree?
bzzzt. That's what the taser did. And I screamed.
You ever use it on yourself?
No.
Okay, that's
I
good.
almost did once.
I was really hoping you wouldn't.
Yeah, it was in my pocket because I brought it in with me at someone's house because I was just in case of a, situation. And then I accidentally hit the button, but thank God it was off.
Are you worried about accidentally tasering yourself?
No, because I keep it in my car.
Dude. Do you, like, what if you carried around like a lanyard?
Well,
Like a
I want to
cute
get a
little-
lipstick taser. They make those. Put it on my
that's
keychain.
adorable. That's some like
And
Austin
somebody
Powers
tries to
gold
come up to
member
me
shit.
and they don't leave me alone. I just go, bzzzt. They wouldn't know it's a taser. It looks like lipstick.
what is the sound that it makes?
Bzzzt.
Okay. All right, just making sure. So what's your affirmation for today?
I've had a productive day.
Yes, you have.
Yes, I
with
have.
me. Hell yeah. And my my affirmation is I am brave, but I'm also very afraid of the dark.
And fish.
And fish. Oh my God, I couldn't touch the live bait. They were so flippy, floppy, slimy.
Yeah, and so were the other fish that you caught. Except those are bigger.
Yo, that was intense. Like I just felt bad like poking the hook within.
Listen, I already told you, it's the food cycle.
It's
If it ended up dying in the water, okay, we throw it back and something
I
would
don't
end
wanna
up
be
eating
part of
it.
the food cycle.
Well, it happens.
You know, I mean,
Something will eat it. It's not just going to waste. It's not like we're, killing it and leaving it, in the bucket to die.
I mean,
Even though technically that is what happened, because like I went back there and there was like the fish were just floating. See, what happens is when a fish dies in there, like even if it's one fish, it releases toxins in the water for the other fish, and then that's why they all kind of die, or start to die, or both.
Kendall, you're so wise.
I am.
Okay, but like, don't you think like the dietitians at our treatment center would like say this is disordered, like because we're playing with food?
I don't think so.
like
I
we're
think if it
literally
brings
playing
us
with
joy and we like it, I don't think it matters. Because one time I asked if I could bring a mac and cheese flavored ice cream, and then said dietitian was just like, well, are you bringing it because you like it, or are you bringing it for enjoyment? And I'm just like, oh, I don't like it. And she's just like, okay, well, so then, yeah, that's disordered.
Well, I did bring in ranch ice cream.
I wasn't there for that.
I know you weren't there for that. It was the infamous ranch ice cream debacle. It caused pure mayhem in the dining room area.
And then what happened after you brought it?
I got sent to res.
Shannon and her crazy food combinations.
Yo, but it was pretty bad because, like, everyone's, like, people started, like, gagging and stuff. So it was, like, really triggering for people.
I believe it.
Yeah. It was pretty bad. Speaking of triggering, I think we're going to talk about some triggers today.
All right. Well, I found a webpage on Google, and it says
What's
common...
Google?
It says common situations that trigger intense emotions include rejection. Have you ever been rejected before?
No, I'm perfect.
If I get rejected, I'm just like, who doesn't want me? The fuck? Like, how could somebody not want me?
Kendall, the confidence level is 10 out of 10.
Like, I don't know. I feel like rejection wouldn't bother me because I know my worth. So it's like, if I get rejected, that's their loss, not mine. Okay, betrayal. Ever been betrayed before?
Yes, I have been betrayed. I've been betrayed, my man.
I think I have, but I can't think of any situations. Unjust treatment.
Uh-huh.
Never heard of that one before.
Like unfair treatment. Like when you been treated like shit.
I can think of a place. I can't say the name, but I can think of a place.
Okay, real smooth.
That I'm no longer at anymore.
Really smooth, Kendall.
Challenged beliefs.
Huh?
Challenged beliefs.
Challenge beliefs.
I feel like that goes for like religion.
Religion? Like like maybe something. Well, you know what is triggering actually? Like at the center, you know, like how they talk about the steps, the 12 steps.
Yeah, and God is in there.
Yeah,
yeah. It's
that.
What if I don't believe in God like that?
Right. No, I kind of thought, I was like, oh my God, I just submitted myself into a cult, and
I never did my 12 steps.
I did one. I
did none. All right. Helplessness or loss of control. I've been I've had helplessness before and hopelessness.
Yeah.
Feelings of both. Yeah. Being excluded or ignored.
Wait, is your mic on?
I hope so.
Wait, just like check your yeah, it's on. Okay, cool. All right, go.
Okay. Being excluded or ignored.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. If I got excluded from something, in my bed I go. I'm okay with that. Sometimes I'd just rather stay home. Now, ignored I feel like would hurt more.
Yes.
Being ignored hurts. Disapproval or criticism.
Ooh, that's tough.
I feel like disapproval is probably worse.
Yeah, because
criticism can be constructive criticism.
Yeah, constructive feedback, right?
Okay. Feeling unwanted or unneeded.
That's like rejected.
Yeah. Feeling smothered or too needed. I would want to be smothered.
I don't want to be smothered either. Maybe, but also, like, come on. Like, we've both been, like, the parentified child.
Okay, so you mean to tell me if you were laying in bed with your boyfriend and he cuddled with you and he was holding you, you wouldn't like that?
I'm like a cat. Like, you can only, like, pet me so much until I'm like, ah.
I'm okay with feeling smothered, but not feeling too needed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really into the smothering kink.
I like somebody being all over me. Too needed. I would get annoyed if somebody like calls me or texts me and like, hey, can you do this? Can you do this for me? Can you that's codependency. I'm not doing all that.
Codependence.
Like at the end of the day, you're an adult. You can do you can do it on your own. You don't need me. I'm just useful for you, but you don't need me.
Right.
You can do it yourself.
Amen.
Insecurity.
How is that triggering? Like if something triggers your insecurities?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has something ever been said to you that could trigger your insecurities?
Oof. Yeah.
Okay. This one I think is more for old people. What? Loss of independence.
or like people that just haven't like worked for a while and then they have to go back in the workforce, and
or they get fired.
Yeah, they get fired.
And then, the money that they're making that they're using, I guess, to pay bills or to help out in their mom's house or something. Yeah,
I feel like a lot of that happens with like stay-at-home mom or dads that like haven't worked.
Oh, that's another idea. Stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
That could be a loss of independence.
That could be, yeah, and like a loss of purpose that could lead to some disordered shit, for sure. Well, so I remember, okay, with triggers with my therapist, we would like practice, like we would like role play. Okay, not like that, but like we
yeah, I wasn't doing that. I said nope.
Okay, but
she's like, let's role play your job situation. I'm like, no.
Okay, well, can we do it now?
No.
Okay.
Because I already dealt with that situation. I did a great job.
Okay, what happened?
I got somewhere.
You got somewhere?
Yeah.
Like,
I got put into grocery, which is what I wanted.
Oh, right.
But, I haven't pursued my customer service situation. I'm just kind of leaving it alone because I make okay money, so it's good.
All right, you're happy where you're at. So, okay, well, say something triggering to me and, like, let me practice my response.
You're fat.
Fuck you.
Okay.
That's such a good response. I'm not fat. I just have fat on my body.
There you go. Reframe that.
Woohoo!
There you go.
Hell yeah. So, tell me about your heated blanket here. We're podcasting on your bed.
Well,
there's a heated blanket saga. Like, you went through, like, hell
they're
and
actually
back.
right there in the corner if you want to see.
Oh, that's the dead one?
They're
That's
both dead.
Dead heated
There's
blanket? 2. Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear that.
This one I like. However, it be getting a little too hot when it's on the highest level. And then sometimes it smells like something is burning. Like, the plug thing that I have, the white plug thing, that thing gets hotter than the blanket.
What? So, okay. Well, what does the heated blanket help you with? Like anxiety?
No, it's just warm.
Doesn't help you at all with like some anxiety or stress?
No, it's warm and it helps me sleep because I get very cold. I guess maybe you could say it feels like another person because of the warmthness.
Oh.
But no, it's just very warm.
Okay. Well, like, does it help your sleep? Okay. That's
yeah,
good.
but then I get too hot and then I gotta turn the fan on because I sweat.
Yeah, I can't deal with that. I mean, like, look, when I
haven't found a setting that's perfect.
That's true. But like in recovery, like I have a new appreciation for sleep. Like, is your sleep better in your recovery?
Not on this new medication I'm on.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
First 2 days I tried it, I could not. Like, I did something stupid. I took Benadryl. I took a sip of Benadryl, maybe 2 sips of Benadryl.
Wait, why?
I could not sleep.
Oh, okay.
And I took that medication, so yeah, I knocked right out.
Bro, how long did you sleep?
Couple hours.
A couple hours? Like 12 or 3?
Like 3 or 4, because I woke up at like 1 in the morning, then I had to get up at 5.
You like you can't just like naturally pass out?
I can, just not with this medication.
Not with
it doesn't help. It's supposed to.
Damn, that's weird.
Well,
I mean, like, okay, like when I first started like recovering and whatever, like I was able to fall asleep.
It's better than the shit these other people at the center prescribed me, because that shit.
I'm just saying that like I have a new appreciation for sleep. Like when I fall asleep naturally, like I feel like I'm producing like photosynthesis or something. Like I feel like I'm at one with nature. Like I'm like the mitochondria.
You'd be at one with nature if you slept outside in the grass.
Well, damn, way to take away like
get a air mattress. Put it
I could
out
get
there.
a heated blanket and an air mattress and a fishing pole, and I could float on the air mattress on the lake
I
and
wouldn't
fish.
do that. I would not do that.
Have you ever seen Parent Trap?
Yeah,
With
but what if
Lindsay
where
Lohan?
they put the girl on the?
Yeah. Let's do that.
I say do it in a pool. I would do that to somebody. Honestly, I would get like an inflatable pool.
Yeah.
Blow it up. Put somebody in it. Maybe that's drunk and passed out, or just passed out. Drunk would be better, because then they wouldn't know what the fuck's going on. Then you pick them up, and then you put them in the inflatable pool, and you push them in the pool and just let them float.
Who would you do that to?
I don't know.
Someone that that betrayed you?
No, maybe if I had an Airbnb and I had people over. Whoever would fall asleep the first.
Like a scary Airbnb situation. That's like a haunted house Airbnb.
No, whoever falls asleep first is going in a pool.
What the fuck? That's a sick
I
game.
had this friend where at his house, like, you literally had to stay awake because if you didn't and you fell asleep, he would, and he's a really good artist. Like, he would draw some shit on your face. One time, he drew a dick on this girl's face.
Classic.
On her forehead.
Oh my gosh. That's
it was
beautiful.
a really detailed one, too.
Picasso.
Yeah, he had the time to do it. I was just over there, like, no matter how fucked up I get in your house, I am not going to sleep.
Would you ever get a tattoo of that?
No.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, well, do you miss stating, like, affirmations like we used to do at the center?
No.
You don't? Like, every morning you don't look in the mirror and be like, I am fucking awesome.
No. I look in the mirror and I'm like, all right, I got my clothes on, time to go to work.
Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, that's something. I mean, that's an accomplishment.
Actually, no, my affirmation is I gotta go to work.
Yes, you do.
Like, tomorrow, I gotta go to work.
But, like, sometimes, like, okay, maybe not the affirmations, but if I just, like, do a mental check-in, I feel like that helps. Like, okay, like, what am I feeling right now? Because if I don't, like, I ended up, like, emotions go haywire if I don't, like, actually, like, acknowledge what I'm feeling, you know? They go cucaracha.
That's understandable.
Yeah, so that's what I'm a little concerned about when, like, as I am discharging on Monday. So, like, yeah, so I'm discharging on Monday. Woo!
Well, I already told you I'll sleep over your house for the week if Gino's not there.
Dude, you can't say his name.
Well, your husband. You know who he is.
Yeah,
Nobody else knows
who the hell is he? Okay, so back to like triggers, 'cause that's what we're trying to talk about. So
people trigger me too.
just like the existence of human beings.
Yes.
Well, I think we're also aliens. So what about
like
that?
I had this one lady at the self-checkout thing. There was one register open, and that's just my job's dumbass fault because they're just fucking idiots. And there was probably a line, and the lady was like bitching and complaining to somebody at the customer service desk. Then they told the lady, oh, are you paying with card? And she said yes. And she's like, well, we have the self-checkouts open. You can come in here. So she comes in and she's like, there's somebody standing here, like she'll help you. She comes in and I walked up to her and I'm like, what can I help you with? And I said it very nicely. And she's like, everything. And I just looked at her and I didn't really know what to say to that.
Man,
but then I'm like, what is everything? And I'm like, do you want me to show you how to do it? And she's like, no. And I'm just like, how am I supposed to help you then? And then she starts taking the shit out of her cart. And then she starts handing it to me, and I'm just like...
Oh, wow.
No.
She
and I ended up doing it because I didn't want to deal with her and her shit. And then she's like, I'm sorry, but... And then she starts complaining that there's, only one register open. She's like, I'm sorry, but there's, just one register open. I have a, And you're like, there's a lot of people with a lot of stuff. And I'm just looking at her. I'm like, well, typically these are... I told her, I'm like, you're good. And then I was like, well, typically... These are self-serve. And she's like, not with everything I have in this cart. And I just looked at her and I'm like, in my head, well, you shouldn't have gotten all that shit. Sorry.
Yeah. Wait, did you say that?
I wanted to.
Oh, you wanted to.
But I've been behaving at work.
How did you handle it as a functional adult? Don't worry, we got a pillow overboard.
All I said was, these are self-serve because they are self-serve.
All right.
I have to sit there and watch everybody else. That lady was just, I think, being lazy.
What?
I could have showed her how to do it, and it wouldn't have been a problem. But
she didn't want it. She didn't want it.
No, this bitch said no, and I'm like, they should have another person up there for that situation because, I have to watch everybody else because if somebody steals some shit, that's on me.
What if you wear, a sign? Or if you wear, something that says, only ask me if, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
they give us beeps.
Huh? Oh, okay.
I have to approve people for alcohol, Mucinex, cigarettes.
Oh, wow.
If something doesn't ring up, it tells me it's a fucking pain in the ass.
You have to, wear a trench coat and be like, all right, guys, what do you want?
No, I have to wear my uniform.
Really, I had no idea.
But I be on my phone the whole time anyways.
Dude, you can't be on your phone the entire time.
Oh, yes, I do. They don't say nothing. And I have the AirPod in there, too.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's when you're, stalking shit.
No. That's when I'm at the self-checkout, too.
Oh, okay.
So I can watch videos.
So you seem super approachable.
Yeah. Listen, the assistant store manager walks by me. He sees me with my phone out. He does not say a single word.
So, like, incompetent people trigger you.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Especially
and you
incompetent
regulate
people.
by just taking deep breaths. Like, what's your coping mechanism there?
I think of things I could have said to them in my head.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm fighting with words in my head.
How's it working out for you?
It's going. I then tell my coworkers what happened, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And then even my coworkers are just like, no, like that lady should have, like, it's self-serve. Like, you next time I wouldn't have helped her, and I'm just like, thanks. I'm like, but that's my job on the line. Like, other people can do what they want to do.
There you go. To stand your ground. Well, back to more other triggers. It's I guess this month is self-harm awareness month.
I got self-harmed by a dog. Fucking scratched my leg. I got a big old bruise on my leg, and it's not even like a circle. It's a long ass line.
Yeah, I saw that. I was really confused. I'm like, did you always have a green line of bruising?
Bro, I knew that shit was gonna bruise. It hurt so bad. Like, I thought the dog scratched me and I was bleeding, but no.
Is it self-harm if, like, did you command the dog to hurt? No, I'm just kidding.
No. But this man's dog is kind of cool because he goes, Rollo, speak. And then the dog goes, Ruff.
Ruh-roh.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? Because I can't get my dogs to do that.
Wait. Tell me about, like, how the owner, he says, instead of no, he says shame.
Okay, yeah. So apparently saying no to a dog or a cat is telling them don't do that. And then saying shame, you say that when they do something wrong so that the dog knows it did something wrong.
Dude,
I couldn't say
so
shame
savage.
to my dog. Only time I ever, like, yell at my dog is if she does some stupid shit. And I tap her on the nose and I go, no.
Okay, well, I just feel like, the dog is going to end up, like, in a treatment center with all that shame.
I mean, listen, the dog was sitting there biting the dude's pillow. I would have said no, but he's like, shame. Then the dog, I had my hand sitting down on the couch. Then the dog starts fucking coming up to my hands and start nibbling on them. And I'm just like, stop. Like, no. And then, I'm trying to hide my hands behind my back and the fucking dog starts fucking going after them too. I'm just like, bro, get your dog, please.
So basically, if you want to refrain from self-harm, get a dog. No, I don't know. Okay, do not take that advice.
Don't get a puppy. Don't get a big puppy.
Don't get a big puppy. But yeah, no, I mean, self-harm it's a really tough subject for sure. I was really surprised in treatment how many people, it was like, how many people dealt with self-harm. And I didn't really understand going into an eating disorder facility, like, why are we talking about self-harm? And after about a month in res, I started getting like SI and self-harm urges. And I was like, oh, that's why. Because, like, the eating disorder is a huge coping mechanism. And
I don't think it's a smart idea that they give us knives. They make us, even though they make us wait a week to get a knife, it's like, what if somebody holds off for a week and then they get the knife and then, like, they
right,
keep it?
So the first week we're in res, it's called blackout week. And basically we can't have any sharps and we can't eat with a knife. So, like,
Or
when
a
they give us
napkin.
chicken, oh my God, eating with a chicken breast, a hard ass chicken breast, I couldn't eat it. Like, I had to, like, bite into it.
Yeah, and then they'd probably call that shit disorder. You fucking sitting
Yeah,
there picking
no.
it up with a fucking fork.
The tech would be like, I'll cut it up for you. And I'm like, what? I feel like I'm like a child. It's so weird. So we weren't allowed a knife.
Yeah, but isn't that bad? Because technically speaking, like, you're not really supposed to, like, think about it. If you cut your food up, like, that might be considered disordered because you're making it look like more. So, like, how is it fair that the techs can sit there and cut food up? Like, I feel like said dietitian would be there being like, no, you have to eat it whole.
Don't be afraid to get messy. Sit with the discomfort. Yes. That was definitely.
Don't look at the plates. Don't lift the lid up.
Yeah, so our meals would be covered with, like, lids, like meal lids, like kind of like
no
in an
picking.
airport. And so, like, before everyone sits down, whoever's, like, sitting there, like, kind of takes, like, a peek at, like, because obviously we don't know what it is, and we'd get
I'd
kind
rather
of
know what it is.
scolded and.
And it would get cold too. The times
It was always cold.
It was bad.
Oh my gosh! If I, like, listened to my eating disorder the entire time, I would have not eaten anything. Because
I remember a past patient would sit there and be like, "Can you heat this up for me? I'm
yeah,
sitting
like
right underneath the fan. It's fucking cold." Like,
yeah, bro, I wish. Oh my god, I got used to eating like lukewarm temperature items. But yeah, what else didn't we do on blackout? We couldn't have any phone calls on blackout.
Oh yeah, and we were on no flush.
No flush. Right. No flush. Yeah. Which is okay. Let's talk about no flush because I just don't. It is such a crazy concept. So like,
and counting.
Yeah. So like, you have to. It's so degrading. Like, I hate saying it, but like, that was one of the things I was scared about going into res. Like, so basically, you go in and you have to pee and you can't flush it. You have to be like, you have to go outside of the stall and be like, flush check. And then tech comes over and looks at your pee. And you have to put like paper towels on the sensor, on the automatic sensors there. And I would always get so nervous, like being like, oh my God, oh no. It's going to automatically flush and they're going to think I'm engaging in behaviors.
Oh, yeah. See, when that happened to me, even when I put the toilet paper over the thing, I'd just be like, it flushed, sorry. I wouldn't give a shit at that
point. My God. I was so nervous about getting in trouble. And then I was just like nervous because like, you know, like they just got to look at everything.
Including your shit.
Yeah.
I would always sit there and be like, hold your breath. Because, like, that's kind of fucked up to, like, have them go in the toilet and just look at your shit without a warning.
It's like any, like, sliver of dignity is now gone. It's just now gone. There's just nothing else. Like, I feel, I like, apologize, like, all the time to the techs. But anyway, so then.
Well, at least it's in their job description.
It better be in their job description. Imagine, like, going the first day of work and you just have to be like, all right, well.
I think that's the worst part of their job is looking at people's shit.
It would be interesting to get like a tech to be on our podcast and like talk about their experience and like what was the things that like pissed them off like about us, because we could be assholes.
I can name a past patient that pissed them off, but we're not gonna say names.
We're not doing that. But anyway, so I just remember being like, why are people talking about self-harm like in treatment? And then it made sense. Because the longer you're in treatment and not engaging in behaviors, the more like your emotions like are coming back and you're like feeling emotions for the first time. And I started feeling like really fucking depressed for the first time in a very long time because I was in my disorder for years, and like numbing myself with my disorder, that I was like, oh shit, now I don't have like my weird ass behaviors that I'm doing. Nice selfie. And you know, I kind of got like SI, and I was just like, wow, this is, and then it was like, well, maybe I should engage in behaviors so I don't think about SI and self-harm. And it's like a really sneaky like logic and like thought process. It was very, very dark times.
It got dark for me when I wasn't sure how long I was going to be in there for.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like.
Yeah. Yeah. How long did you think you were going to be in treatment?
I don't know.
You really? You didn't have any estimation?
No. A month went by and I'm like, okay, here's another month. I'm like, I'm done.
Yo, when I first got admitted, I was like, I'm going to be here for 1 week. That's it. 1 week.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
They said, yeah, it's probably going to be more like 2, but
maybe
we'll
1
see.
month.
Yeah, they lie to you, man. I mean, they do it because out of like.
I was told like 6 to 8 weeks, but then it could have been more. No, actually, I think I was told 4 weeks. I was told 4 weeks.
In res.
I was in there for like more than that.
But yeah, me too. I mean, it's never for us anyway. But I just
think I went home in October. I got in there August.
Did you ever think that like you mistakenly got in there? You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm like.
No, my therapist I have has connections. Don't let that lady fool you.
I know. That's why I went too, because my therapist was like, you need a higher level of care or I am not seeing you anymore. But like there was a time like a few weeks in treatment, and I was just like, did I like make a mistake? Like maybe they brainwashed me into thinking
I didn't need to be there until I was like, shit, I need to be here.
I know. The moment, like there were so many like emotional waves of like, oh my God, I am so sick, I need to be here. And then also being like, maybe I shouldn't be here. Like, so there's that.
No, we all needed to be there, unfortunately.
I know. And that, I mean, like treatment, they say it's a non-trigger free zone.
That's a lie. It's a lie.
Wait, whisper a little louder.
That's a lie.
that
Because there was one person that was constantly triggering. Like,
yes.
yeah.
A lot of people. I mean,
just one person.
Particularly
specifically.
sometimes, yes, there would be one person.
Like, there are things that, the place gave her. And it's like, anytime she ever walked outside, like, we all just kind of knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
And it's like...
Yeah.
That was just somebody that just wasn't that was somebody that was going to be in there for a long time.
Well, yeah, it's tough because you see people coming into treatment and initially like wanting recovery, and then it totally changes and they're like, fuck this. And you see them doing behaviors, and it kind of fucks with your head. It's really triggering because it's like, well, if they're not eating, like, I shouldn't be eating. What the fuck? Like, if they're like, purging, like, oh, maybe I should purge, shit like that. Like
it's just the fact they kind of enabled it too, because like they gave said person like a bucket,
God,
a puke bucket, pretty much, and it's like,
I know,
why would you do that? Because like you're technically allowing said person to puke, and that's what we're trying to work on and avoid, right?
Yo, that's like so.
Am I right or am I right?
Preach.
And it didn't make a difference because the person, like I said, walked outside after dinner, and it's like we all knew what she was going to go do.
Wait a minute. Oh, right. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
Almost said their name.
Dude.
Shannon.
It's okay. I know how to bleep things out now, but still.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Like...
No, of course, that's extremely triggering.
Or they'd walk into the bathroom and beg to use the bathroom,
and then they end up,
Yeah, it's the fuck. One time I think they peed outside because they wouldn't let her use the bathroom.
Yeah, that's right. I was there for that. Yeah. Like, what is her life? Like, that's like...
You just gotta hold it like everybody else.
Yeah,
I mean, you piss your pants. I don't know what to tell you on that, but like, come on now.
Yeah, because basically we would eat and then we'd have to wait an hour afterwards
that was
to go
treacherous.
to the bathroom.
I can't tell you how many times I almost shit myself after eating fucking meatballs, bro. I'm like, I could feel it coming, and I'd sit there and I'd just like... Okay, 5 more minutes. Then I'd try to be the first one to the bathroom, but it's like, I had to tell them, I'm like, it's coming now. Like, open the door. I'll count. I don't care what I gotta do, but it's coming.
I'll sing the alphabet. I don't care.
I went in there with like 10 thongs. Okay?
What?
I left with 6 or 7.
What the fuck?
Because like what they don't tell you is like you're really gonna be uncomfortable, and the supplements they give you, they make you shit. And it's not even like
if you have trouble, yeah.
It's not even like a hard shit. Like they fucking, it just comes out, and like, bro, like, and they don't let you take showers
podcast
at night, only in the morning. So like, I wasn't about to sit there and shit. So like, I cleaned myself in the bathroom. But I still felt dirty as fuck because like I wasn't fully cleaned in my head. So I just threw my underwear out, put on a new pair of underwear, and then I ended up shitting in that one too overnight. But thank God thank God I was able to take a shower in the morning because like,
yeah,
I was able to at least clean properly.
Damn.
But like,
yeah,
they should allow people to take showers at night for that specific reason.
Well, they don't allow people to take showers at night because of, they think they're going to be engaging in behaviors in the middle of the night.
Bullshit. Stand by the toilet while the curtain's fucking closed.
Yeah, I mean, they got one tech, trying to stay up awake in the middle of the night.
One of them sleeps.
Oh, yeah.
They got in trouble.
Oh, yeah, I know. But the worst is in the middle of the night, you have to go pee. So you have to wake up. It's like 3 a.m. I have to walk from my unit to like unit 1 to go outside in the fucking like...
my whole unit, if the bathroom door was open, we were fucking pissing. Like, we were using the bathroom.
Obviously, but like it was
even though they don't really allow that, which I don't understand what the point of opening the bathroom is, anyways. Because like
it's only to to have
at
a
night.
quick pee.
Like we're not supposed to even use the bathroom at night. We only use unit 1 bathroom. So like I don't understand there's no reason to unlock the doors at night, the bathroom doors at least.
Yeah, it was basically a jail, and we were like locked in from the bathrooms. Like the bathrooms
and
were
then
like
one time I woke up at like 4:00 in the morning and said past patient was in the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
And I knocked on the door, and like I found out who it was in the bathroom because obviously they're like someone's in here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there, and I gotta really, really fucking pee. Like there were times where like I used to live in Unit 4, so like just to walk when I had to pee really bad, like I almost peed. I've peed myself twice, and I got it on the gown and myself and whatever because I just couldn't hold it. So like I'm standing there, and I'm like, okay, like, I'm just going to let this girl do her business. Hopefully she comes out soon. Next thing you know, I hear the blow dryer go off, and I'm like, no. I'm like, this is not happening right now. I asked the tech, I'm like, can you get her out of the bathroom? Like, she's not using the bathroom. Like, and he's like, unfortunately, I can't, like, just get her out. So then I knocked on the door because I was getting impatient, and I'm like, bro, I'm like, can you, like, I have to pee.
Yeah, it's only one
I'm like,
toilet for
you're not doing
like
anything. You're not using the bathroom. I'm like, you're just blow drying your fucking hair. I'm like, can you get out?
Yeah, you
and
can
then,
blow dry in the fucking
like, she doesn't get out. And then I'm getting annoyed. And then the tech was getting annoyed. And I'm looking at the tech, and the tech was like, I'll just go unlock your bathroom. I'm like, thank God.
Gosh. Yeah, that solved a lot of problems.
Like,
well, if she ever did come out, what would you say?
I would have probably flipped my shit because it's like, bro. And then one time she did that again. And, like, bro, the whole bathroom was hot as fuck. Because her hair dryer was on. Like, it smelled disgusting. Like, it was, like, on fire.
Well, also, it's just, like...
Like, but who the fuck's getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to fucking get ready?
Yeah.
When breakfast isn't done until, or doesn't start until 7:30.
7:30,
like, the earliest you could get up is, like, 5:30. Like...
Yeah, they don't really want you, like, getting up earlier than that.
Like, I don't understand who the fuck... I wanted to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I slept until... I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, got my vitals, and went back to bed.
Vitals, man.
Until 7. Like, I was not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wait, let's talk about what goes into getting your vitals done.
You gotta put on a fucking nightgown.
We have to literally strip naked, wear a hospital gown, walk to the nursing unit in a walk of shame, basically. Get weighed, get body checked, get blood pressure, get all this stuff.
Get your meds.
Get our meds.
I think. Or
and
vitamins.
if you wanted to, like, I don't know, shave, like, you had to, like, sign out for a razor and all that shit. Yeah. That was really dignified. That's when I, like, really knew I was in trouble. I was like, okay, I'm in a place where I am not allowed to do basic things. Got it. Like,
no,
I am not equipped to do this. Like, there's a reason.
Like, somebody had a watch on and they took that too.
Oh, because it was a fitness watch.
Whoa.
I think that's why it was. I think that's why they took it off, because you're not allowed, like, fitness devices.
I guess not.
Yeah, I was addicted to mine, so they didn't let me.
But the fact that went unnoticed, like,
yes,
honestly, I could have stuck my phone in there because, like, they were like, "Do you have anything in your pockets?" And I was like, "No." But if I wore, like, thick enough pants with, like, deep enough pockets, like, on God, I could have snuck my phone in.
Dude, come on, but then you'd have to charge it. Like, it wouldn't have lasted.
I would have had to ask somebody to sneak me in a charger.
That would just cause so much anxiety. Like, I never even...
Not me. Well, I feel like if my roommate, like, knew, then that would cause me anxiety.
Yeah. But we did get phone calls, but we had to do them on landlines. A fucking landline. Like,
but everybody, on God, everybody went over there 5 minutes. Like,
yeah.
Or much. 10 minutes. I know I did.
Well, it depends who the tech was.
Yeah.
Because, like, some of them were really strict. And, like, literally, like, 5 minutes were up. And it was just like, okay, bye.
Come in. And, like, as soon as I'd stay on the phone. As soon as I saw them, like, walk up to the window. Like, through the window. Then I'd hang the phone up. I'd be like, okay, I got to go by.
I know. 5 minutes goes by so fast.
Yes, it does.
It's really sad. It's, like, extremely depressing. It's such a tease.
Nobody ever makes it to level 3 with a 15-minute
Yeah.
phone call.
When you get to level 2, you get a water bottle. Because you're not allowed to have, like, unlimited amounts of water. I just remember I was so dehydrated the first, basically when the entire time I was in level 1, and they can never get my blood out. And they're like, "Are you drinking water?" I'm like, "Every ounce that I can get, I am drinking.
That they give.
I promise." And they would stab me a million times, and I would go back into group, like, pale as a ghost, and they'd be like, "Shannon, are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh my God, guys, I'm completely fine. Why are you asking?" Like,
we're dying. Slowly but surely.
So yeah, what was I gonna say else about triggers and self-harm? Well, I mean, do you keep track of like, being self-harm free?
No.
Oh, you don't? Do you know how, like, long it's been?
Like,
if you were trying to guess.
how old am I? 23.
Huh?
Maybe like 10 years.
10 years. Kendall, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Clap.
It's the
I
environment
don't think
that,
that
you
was
know,
good
helps a lot.
idea. Huh?
It's the environment. When you change your environment, that can
Yes.
help.
Yes, it does help. Yes. I like haven't been keeping track to the T, but I have been 7 months self-harm free. So I'm very excited about that. And my partner has been 4 months self-harm free. So shout out to...
Look at this. And this is caused by
What happened?
a diagnosis. Like,
A diagnosis.
medical issue. Hold on. I'm at an ad.
Oh, you're on an ad. Great. That's perfect. So yeah.
That's
so,
back pain right there, and they're not fake.
woo! Those are some titties.
Those are not fake.
You just turn over your phone, and I just see a big load of tits.
They're fucking huge.
So maybe I should have given a trigger warning for that. Okay.
That's probably gonna hurt her back.
I mean, yeah. I mean, those aren't real.
No, it was caused by a medical issue. I was just reading it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Did you reach out to her and be like, "Hey, if
No.
you need help
No.
holding those up"?
No.
I'm just kidding.
It's gonna get a titty reduction.
titty reduction.
That would help. It's what a lot of people do sometimes.
That's true.
I think that's okay.
A titty reduction? Yeah, because
Yeah.
it helps with like back problems and shit.
But it's like, you're going under the knife to cut your boobs off or to get them bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're
I
just not
know.
happy with yourself.
I mean, usually it is because it's painful. But like,
I'm talking about people that want to get bigger boobs.
oh, to get bigger boobs.
Like, go under the knife just because they want bigger boobs.
Yeah, I mean, I have very mixed thoughts on it just because, my mom, like,
I know.
yeah. And she just, had to get hers removed. And to just see anyone kind of like have to manipulate it is like just because of a cosmetic purpose. Like, I get it. Like, people want to like look good or quote unquote look good. But it's still kind of like triggering to be like, to hear or, people like, yeah, I want to get a boob job. And like, she's like, all right.
That's because they're unhappy with themselves.
Yeah. Well, it's cheaper probably to get a boob job than to like get like actual therapy that like actually creates happiness. To be honest. Like
a lot of celebrities that got their boobs done have actually taken their boobs like out.
Yeah, because also sometimes it could like make you sick. The tits can make you sick.
Yeah.
The fake tatas.
Tit sick.
And the real tatas make you sick too. So
yes, they do.
it's a lose-lose situation.
That's why it's always important to
sucks to
get
be
your
checked.
boobs checked. And mammogram. Yes. It's mammogram or breast awareness month or some shit.
Yeah, and if not a mammogram, get like I think it's like a CAT scan, because sometimes like the breast tissue will be too much and they won't see the tumor, and that's what happened to
my
mom.
OB just takes her hands and she just squeezes my boobs.
Does she ask for consent?
I mean, it's an annual. That's what she's supposed to do.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, they do.
It's weird because her hands are cold as fuck.
Yes, but like my gyno is a guy, and it like kind of like,
I can't have
irks
a
me.
gynecologist.
I didn't. When
I have to have a female because a female already knows what like to do because she's got one. So it's
yeah. You also like, I just don't understand like when a guy says, what do I want to do for a living? I want to be a hoo-ha doctor. Like, what thought process?
Bro, there is this doctor that ended up being, I think, his daughter's gyno, and she didn't know. And he ended up impregnating her with, like, his sperm. And, like, she had kids or something, I think. But that doctor got into a lot of trouble because he did it with a few people.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, now
like, I wouldn't want to have my dad being my doctor. Like, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, that's like unethical.
To have my father know what the insides of my hoo-ha looks like? Oh, no. Like, that's just fucking disturbing.
Oh, no.
Like, my God.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. I initially went there, and like when I got my annual, it was a female person that did it. So I thought, okay, cool. But then like when like I had to get something, there was something else. I'll go into it at another episode. The real doctor, because she was a nurse practitioner, the real gyno was a guy, and I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got yelled at because I cursed at mine the other day, and she's
shit,
like, "Why
did
are
you
you
really? How'd you
cursing at
curse?
me?"
What'd you curse about? Oh, right. Okay.
She's like, why are you cursing at me? And I'm just like, she's like, nobody did anything to you. And I'm like, bitch, I'm suffering.
There's so many complications about having a pussy.
No shit. Like,
anyway, do you remember?
You fucking wear a tight ass thong, yeast infection.
So basically, the moral
You
of the story.
fucking go in the pool for too long, yeast infection.
Yeast infection. If you, what else can you do that will cause one? If you don't say your manners, yeast infection.
There you go.
If you don't smile enough, yeast infection.
There you go.
If you don't wear high heels, yeast infection.
You have too many dicks, yeast infection. And probably more. Plus, yeast infection plus.
If you eat yogurt, yeast infection.
You take antibiotics, yeast infection.
And
that causes them, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Yeah,
so always be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, definitely take some, like, homeopathic herbs instead. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Apparently, if you get one, you can also go to the store and get Monostat. Supposedly, that works.
Supposedly. I mean, it could.
They have a 3-day treatment, I think, a 1-day treatment, and a 7-day treatment.
What about apple cider vinegar?
You can bathe in it. I wouldn't recommend inserting it anywhere.
It's just
baking soda baths are actually good. Supposedly, they help with your pH.
Well, okay, so like I looked this up for you, and basically it was like soak a tampon in apple cider vinegar. Like, how crazy is that?
That would burn.
Oh, right? Like, who would do that? That's like, it's intense.
That would burn.
That's like advanced.
That
tampon.
Would burn.
Advanced darkness.
That would destroy the interior. Like, oh no.
Maybe you'd be like a born again virgin.
Probably. It'd swell it up enough, I'm assuming. Like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yo, remember in Res when I would always like put SpongeBob on?
Yeah.
Those are good days.
Then somebody else would put on fucking Stranger Things, bro. I used to be lost. I was so lost on the first episode.
Yes, I remember you got so annoyed because you're like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Like, and then they wanted to finish it, and I'm like, no.
It was taking a long time to finish.
Put something else on.
Okay, but like after I really enjoyed SpongeBob episodes, particularly in treatment, because I somehow started like relating it to
the older you get, the more you relate. Like, I'm totally fucking Squidward. Like SpongeBob gets up, he's like, I'm ready. I gotta go to work. Like, I get up and I gotta go to work, but I'm not ready to go to work. I just gotta go to fucking work.
I'm like Patrick.
Then I gotta deal with annoying people, just like Squidward does.
Yeah, no, I'm basically Squidward.
You go.
Everyone
home,
relates to Squidward
come
now.
Come home to your pets. Yeah.
No, okay, but do you remember the episode where there was like an evil doodle, like Doodle Bob?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, I remember
that's our mental illness.
Right. Oh, exactly. You can make metaphors of recovery and eating disorders through SpongeBob episodes. I swear to God, I started doing that because I was obviously going nuts. So I was like, I was trying to find messages. So like, if you think about it, like the pencil that drops from the boat is like our trauma, right? And so like when that's SpongeBob smart. And Patrick like start like fucking around with the pencil, they're like trying to make sense out of the trauma, right? And then soon enough, it becomes a life of its own, and Doodle Bob starts becoming impulsive and, you know, doing crazy things and being impetuous, and that's our eating disorder. And finally, when SpongeBob closes the book on Doodle Bob, and like that's when Doodle Bob smiles. So we got to close the book on our eating disorders and just be like, I acknowledge you, I see you, fuck you, and then you got to send the pencil back up to the surface of the water. And that's how you cure an eating disorder. What do you think?
Yes, it is.
All right. See? Yep. And that's how I got myself out of Res.
There you go.
SpongeBob was my therapist.
Yes, it was.
I swear to God.
All right. You got to get going.
Yo, we've been podcasting for a good amount of time. I'm so proud of us.
Well, and thank God it's the weekend because you won't have no traffic. But
yeah, it would be
you're trying to get home by 5:30. Good luck to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a good person in the yeah. All right, well, thanks so much for joining us on Laughing Our Way to Recovery. I'm ShanNON, and we're signing off. You want to say bye?
Adios. We should go to a skating rink.
Yo, we should. Everything is possible in recovery. In recovery, we have choices.
By my house.
by Kendall's house. And I have one by my house too.
It's called Astroscape. It looks pretty cool.
All right, guys, meet us up at Astroscape. Woo! Peace out, Mr. 305. All right. Bye. If you or someone you love is suffering from an eating disorder, please contact the National Eating Disorder Alliance at 866-662-1235. More eating disorder resources are linked in our bio on Instagram. Follow us at Laughing Our Way to Recovery.